Hello everyone, welcome to Habits That Thrive podcast, a podcast for young adults and early career professionals who want to build habits and character that make a lasting difference. I'm your host, Anyan Victory. In this podcast, we keep it real about self-growth, habits, and making life work for you. Quick question, have you ever had that moment when you're hyped to start something new, like going to the gym or library or eating healthy, and then in a week or later, you're like, man, maybe tomorrow? Yeah, I've been there too. Here's the thing, motivation is overrated. What really keeps habits alive is discipline, and that's what we're diving into today. I'll be sharing how discipline works, why it's the secret ingredient for habits that thrive, and practical steps to make it part of your everyday life. Before we jump in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. And if you're loving the content, follow us on Instagram at Habit That Thrive for more habits building tips. Alright, let's get into it. First, let's talk about what discipline is. Discipline isn't about being rigid or punishing yourself. It's about creating structure and consistency in your life. It's the bridge between wanting to do something and actually getting it done. For example, imagine you want to build a habit of reading every day. Discipline is setting aside time each day, even when you don't feel like it, to pick up that book and read for 10 minutes. The beauty of discipline is that it is a skill anyone can develop. You don't have to be born with it. It grows as you practice it. Let me share you a story of a friend. So she came visiting and caught sight of my different journals. She was really very happy and intrigued to see that I have different books, journals for different part of my life. For me, it's like a checker. I told her it wasn't built in a day. I didn't do all this in just one day. It took some practices to maintain an effort to have those books arranged that way. We didn't talk much about it after then, but what I didn't know is that she took it upon herself to get herself some journals. Yeah, that was good, but not until she called and she told me how she's been struggling, and I was like, what happened? She told me the excitement she had buying the prettiest journals, or how she was so excited to have it. She couldn't just keep at it, opening them and writing them daily. So I shared with her a statement I read from her book. I said, make the habits easy and let discipline handle the rest. So we went further into the discussion. I was asking her, okay, what do you do? How do you do it? After some questioning, I said to her, why don't you just cut down on your journaling time? So instead of you doing 30 minutes, why not do 2 minutes? Yeah. She was like, oh, really? Yeah, 2 minutes. Just give yourself 2 minutes every day to write. Even when you're very busy, ensure you write. Why? Because it's just 2 minutes. You won't take too much time. And she was like, oh, okay, that's easy. That was the first thing she said, that's easy. And I was like, yeah, remember the statement I made? Make the habits easy and let discipline handle. It's easy, but some days you would like, don't do that. Don't skip any day. You said it's easy, so ensure you do it. You can keep a reminder to that effect, maybe an alarm or some calendar, whatever way, so just ensure you remember. And guess what? Over time now, it has become a second nature. She doesn't go a day without journaling. Yeah, just like me, journaling is my anchor. So you see, when you make the habits easy and stick to it, of course, discipline is going to test you there. That habit becomes your second nature. I have come to learn and understand that discipline isn't about giant leaps. It's about small, consistent steps. I'll take that again. Discipline is about small, consistent steps. Motivation is great though, but let's face it, it's fleeting. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days, you want to hit the snooze button and stay in bed. Discipline, on the other hand, is steady. Think of it as a muscle, right? The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. So the more you keep practicing discipline, the more you get used to it, right? Here's an example. Have you ever noticed that the hardest part of working out is putting on your shoes and stepping out of the door? Yes, so that's like the hardest part. So once you've done that, you just realize the energy to probably you want to start with jogging will just come up. But the moment you're stepping down from your bed to picking your shoes and tying the lace can be very, very hard. And that's discipline in action, doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. The truth is, thriving habits aren't built on how you feel in the moment. No, they are built on showing up consistently even when it is hard. Yeah. So you want to build a habit and you're picking it when you feel like no, that habit won't thrive at all. Building habits is coming out, showing up consistent even when it is very hard. Alright, now that we understand the importance of discipline, let's get into some practical tips. Step 1, start small. Pick one habit to focus on and make it easy as possible. If you want to start exercising, commit 5 minutes a day to it. You want to start journaling, like my friend, pick 2 minutes, keep to it, and you're going to be consistently doing it. Step 2, create triggers. Pair your habits with an existing routine. For example, journal right after brushing your teeth. Or start your exercise just the moment you step down from your bed. You're stepping down, you're just diving into one routine in your exercises. Step 3, track your progress. Use a habit tracker to visually see your streaks. It's really very motivating. Step 4, reward yourself. Celebrate small wins. Like after a week of consistency, treat yourself to something nice. Step 5, be kind to yourself. Discipline doesn't mean perfection. If you miss a day, don't beat yourself up. Just pick up where you've left off. Make it easy. Like I say, you miss a day, just continue the next day. And don't do it intentionally. That's procrastination. You begin to fail at that habit. But ensure that you really don't miss it. Instead of you to miss it, break the time factor. If it's like you've been doing 5 minutes and it's hard, what about you just rearrange it to 2 minutes and keep at it? Make it easy. Make it easy. That's just the key here. Make it easy. Now, discipline is the secret sauce behind thriving habits. You must know that. If you want to thrive at a habit, discipline is your source, is your key, is everything you need. It's not about being perfect or never failing. It's about showing up for yourself day after day. Remember, it's not about doing it perfectly. No, it's about doing it consistently, right? Keep at it. Show up every day. Make it easy, and discipline will help you. Thank you for hanging out with me today on Habits That Thrive. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss out. And hey, share this episode with someone who could use a little push to build better habits. It might just change your life. You can also follow us on Instagram at Habits That Thrive for more tips, tricks, and inspiration to help you thrive. Until next time, remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress. Keep showing up for yourself. Bye-bye.